It is a lightweight showdown between Justin Gaethje and Henry the Messenger Cejudo. Well, he's got a nice UFC flyweight championship to go along with the Olympic gold medal, but Henry Cejudo is far from finished, DC. He will try to continue and expand his legacy here in another big spot tonight.
Henry Cejudo already considers himself the greatest combat athlete of all time, and he obviously has a claim to that. When you stand atop the podium in the Olympic Games, and then you get the belt wrapped around your waist by Dana White as a UFC champion, not many guys can say that. Cejudo has done that, and he's done that through hard work, commitment, and an ability to always get up for the big moments.
All right, here's the lightweight contender, former University of Northern Colorado wrestler Justin Gaethje. We've spent a lot of time with this young man. We both think he is one of, if not the most exciting fighter in the sport today. But he doesn't lean on those wrestling chops. He's worried about wrestling fatigue, and the results certainly speak to him having the right approach, Larry.
As you said, John, University of Northern Colorado wrestler, All-American.
Right.
He was an All-American, but to this point, he has not scored one takedown. He doesn't need to. He wants to go in there and he wants to fight. He said he shows up to put on it, a highlight. His nickname's the Highlight, and he has earned that and is justified every time he steps foot in the octagon. Just a fantastic mixed martial artist with a full toolbox of skill at his disposal.
And when he has faced adversity, he has come back stronger than ever. Ask his recent victims, James Vick and the aforementioned Edson Barboza. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Gaethje is 31, Cejudo is 33. Gaethje will have a 6-inch reach advantage. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
The main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
This man is a Greco-Roman wrestler, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 2 losses.
He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Henry the Messenger Cejudo! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner.
This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 4 losses.
He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds.
Justin the Highlight Gaethje!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your point.
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show. One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges.
Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. Cejudo's got the clinch here in the early. Well, he told us on Thursday. Oh, nice pop there from the crowd as he finally gets the takedown. He stayed committed to the offensive wrestling, and now he has his opponent where he wants.
A sigh of relief from the people watching, because they were tired of watching him flail around trying to get takedowns and get defended over and over again. Finally gets it. Now what does he do with the top control?
Single collar tie now. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches, landing him upside his opponent's head over and over again.
All right, so 1 minute.
And he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
And he landed the right hand there. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Splits the guard, lands the right hand. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Gaethje. All right, side control now. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Gaethje's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. How fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Under 90 seconds now to go in round one. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kamaru here.
Cejudo's got the full mount. Oh, that'll work. The ground and pound strike is good.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
45 seconds remain in the round. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Gaethje. Lands with the ground and pound. Connects with a right. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Cejudo. Keep it busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. While the ground and pound is there once again, strong work here by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay if you would.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
All right, with that, we have arrived at our second round. Justin Gaethje and Henry Cejudo. Well, no problem getting inside to land that straight punch. He's got a huge edge and reach, and he made good use of it there.
Big, powerful punch land. Now he gets back in range.
Big power shot there. Well, nice job by Gaethje to land and then roll with the punches. We talk a lot about his legendary chin, but maybe he doesn't get enough credit for the striking defense and his ability to move that head off the center line. Oh, that right hand is on point. Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable. Oh, nice. Nice. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Well, excellent takedown defense so far in this fight, and there it is again. He knew if he was going to win this fight, he was going to have to stop the shot, and he's certainly done that so far.
He has done a great job of staying upright. He understands positioning. He understands finding defense and getting back in the space where he's having the most success.
Well, outstanding output and connection thus far. 127 total strikes have now landed for Henry Cejudo, and landing with 70% accuracy against DC. It didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point. Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
He's attacking armbar now.
He might get a finish here. And he's out. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, some big punches raining down here, picking his spots well, and hasn't chosen to engage his opponent on the ground necessarily, posturing up and making these shots count.
I mean, why would he when he's having so much success doing it and fighting in this exact same manner that's leading him to be ahead in the fight right now?
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. 90 seconds now to go in the round. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Gaethje's face would have to be classified as a mess. Cut on his cheek, and it's only getting worse. I mean, how many can he take? All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. Take a seat. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Keep those hands up this round. I need you.
All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best.
Ha.
He loaded it up, he threw it straight, threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
Third round underway. Really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC.
What a punch. Head kick lands.
Oh. And now he lands a combination.
Oh, nice right hand. It got defended, but it will give Henry the idea that takedown may be coming.
Oh, that's a big connection for Justin Gaethje and really...
Oh! He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Trying to stay in this fight. Oh, he stunned him with that knee to the head. Lands a nice 1-2. Oh! All right, single collar tie now. Wow, look at that, up to 190 total strikes have landed for Henry Cejudo. And landing with 66% accuracy against Justin Gaethje. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Gaethje's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. All right, has the guard closed here. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Lands flush with the left hand. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. Down into his mouth.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now, he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head, or he's going to get blasted.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. We have now crossed the midpoint of this fight. And they separate. The Olympic gold medalist, Cejudo, gets the double leg takedown. Nothing telegraphed about that shot. Well done. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Cejudo's right back to the full mount. Under 2 minutes now to go. I mean, how many can he take? Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Oh, that cut is looking nastier by the minute. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get grounded, pounded into the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. 10 seconds to go in the round.
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you like face punching, that was a good round for you.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking. It was the punches that really did allow him to take control of this round.
You're good. You're fine. We knew this was going to be like this. We knew we were going to have a war.
All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on the cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have two legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Beautifully timed and place kick there by Cejudo. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Pretty good right hand.
That's one of his calling cards. It's always been the leg kicks of Justin Gaethje. You can't take many of them. Ooh, big shot land.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got it.
Huge right hand!
He's getting lit up right now, John. Oh!
Oh, big left hook there.
Changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head from the clinch.
And they separate. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him!
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So a strong candidate for some bonus money there. A huge knockout for him here tonight. Near perfect execution. They'll be talking about this result for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Heath is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 22 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
Oh, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? Because it's going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.